Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Advanced League Tips, a series where we take a look at each champion individually and break down their animation cancels, input buffering combos, as well as item active combos that interact with their kits. Today we're going to be taking a look at Kassadin, and while there isn't too much that is interesting about Kassadin in terms of animation cancels or input buffering, there is a flash ult combo that we are going to be discussing today. So essentially the way this works is like any champion that has a dash flash combo, considering Shen for example, essentially what has to happen is in the middle of the dash animation, you flash on top of an enemy champion, and when your hitboxes meet, the damage as well as the crowd control will go off. So looking at this example from a previous Advanced League Tips video with Shen, you can see here that in the middle of Shen's dash, you flash forward on top of an enemy's hitbox, and the taunt as well as the damage lands. Now, the thing to keep in mind here is that with Kassadin's ultimate, it is coded as a dash, so this technically works the exact same way. So the difference between Kassadin and other champions when it comes to this ability is that even though it's coded as a dash, it's technically a teleport, so where he lands is where he does the damage, not within the vicinity of the length of it. So as you can see here in this example, when Kassadin teleports forward and lands on top of the enemy dummy, the damage is procced as well as Comet, and that tells us that the damage happened when he landed at the back end of his ultimate. So because of the fact that the same general rule applies to Kassadin's ultimate, you can see here in this example that with the flash ultimate combo, during the windup of Kassadin's ultimate, you want to cast flash in the direction that you are going to land on the enemy dummy. And so at the end of the ultimate animation, not only does Kassadin gain distance, but because the animation hasn't resolved until the flash is over, the hitbox lands on the enemy dummy that we flash toward, and thus that is the one that takes damage. Now, one thing I would like you to note before we close out this video is that this combo is very wonky, and the only way that it does work is if you flash in the exact same direction that you press your ultimate. So you can see here in these two following examples, the first example is me trying to ult flash backwards. And basically what happens is I ult in one direction and then flash in the opposite direction. And you can see here that despite the fact that Kassadin's hitbox still lands on the enemy dummy, it doesn't deal any damage. Also, in this second example, when I try to do it at 90 degrees, which is flash to the right, or excuse me, ultimate to the right and then flash up, also, the damage is then not applied. So the condition for this tip to work is simply ult forward and then flash in the exact same direction that you are ulting towards, and then the damage should go off provided that the hitboxes from both Kassadin and the enemy meet. Well guys, that's all I have for you today. As always, thank you very much for watching, and we will see each other again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.